Oh boy, been working all day on you guys' course. It's coming out great. Each one of these modules are going to have videos, okay? That's all I have to add now, the videos. I have to add in the psychology training, technical analysis, risk management, trading strategies. And then I add in my videos of me trading and showing you how I go about entering the market. There's also going to be something else that's very important on there. It's going to be called How to Pass Prop Trading Challenges. If you follow my instructions, I have a 100% method of passing the prop challenge within 30 days. Takes a while. You don't take a lot of trades. You take some big positions, but you'll pass. I passed FTMO 15, 20 times. It's once you get it, you get it. And once you hear it in the course, you'll understand what it is. Fuck it, I'll just tell you what it is. You only trade during 2 specific news events, okay? Well, three specific news events, okay? You remember this morning when I showed you the unemployment and I told you at 9:30 the market was going to go up, and then the market went up, and then we closed out and you closed profit, and you didn't trade. I didn't trade for the rest of the day. Took my profit, got out, boom, done. That's pretty much exactly how you pass prop firms. My goal for this is to have you guys pass the prop firms because a lot of you don't have like a lot of capital. So you need like 100,000, 10,000, 20,000 to really like make a living. If you're trying to make a living, if it's just something you're trying to do on the side to make a little extra money, then, you could trade $100 and, buy yourself some snacks or whatever. But if you really want to get to the bag, I think the prop firms are the way to go. Okay. I started off in a prop firm. I've blown prop firms, and it took me a while before I came up with this method, and it just came from practice and practice and practice. All right. So now, as far as when will the actual course be released, I'm trying to release it to you as soon as possible. All right. I worked on a lot today. It's a lot of work, so I'm trying to have it within a week. Okay. Latest 8/1, the first of the month, latest. But the Discord will be released next week, next Monday. We start trading Monday. And I repeat, this is a pre-sale. That's why it's $147. I'm encouraging people to purchase. The reason I did that is because I got plenty of DMs saying nobody could afford $250, nobody could afford $100. So this is for the people that just want to get it for the low. Okay? There you go. Anyways, I'm going to continue working on this throughout the night. Me and John here, we're going to work on the Discord. We're going to have certain channels in the Discord. We're going to have signals. Signals is where you go in and I provide signals. Now, I'm not going to be trading every day. I'm not an everyday trader, like 4 or 5 trades. That's how you blow accounts. I used to be like that. I used to blow accounts. Slow and steady wins the race in trading. Sometimes I only take 1 trade in a week. Sometimes I only take 1 trade in a month if I don't see my setup. But I promise you, that's the only way you're going to be successful. If you see a trader out there and he's taking 2, 3 trades a day and he's talking about he's showing profits and all this, he's lying. Nobody's that. No. The more risk you put out there, the more trades you take, the more risk you put out there. Okay? Nobody for sure knows what the market's going to do. Nobody. Warren Buffett doesn't know what the market's going to do. So the only way to mitigate that risk is to take less trades. I know my setup. I know what's good. I know what works for me, and that's why I'm successful. That's why this morning at 9:30 a.m., I knew that would work out. That's why I told you guys to do it. I wouldn't get on here and say, hey, at 9:30 a.m., click buy. I wouldn't be that confident in it if I didn't know what was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen because of the news. This is something I've done 100 times, and it's never failed me. Never. Not one time. Not one time. So with that said, I have a little bit of homework for you. This will be in the course as well. So I want to talk about these guys right here. Candles. Not candle patterns. Candles. Let me explain to you like this. Candles are like the language of Forex. If you don't understand each individual candle and what it represents, then you can't speak the language. And if you don't speak the language, you're going to get lost in translation and you're going to lose your money. The minute I understood candles, when you look at the chart, it paints a picture, right? And I could just look and just tell. I don't have to draw nothing. Like sometimes I don't draw my support and resistance. I'm only doing that for you guys because I could tell based on the time frame, because I speak the language. It's like code. It's like a big chart of code for me. And eventually you'll get there, but you have to understand those bad boys first. One very important thing is you have to understand the length of wicks. The wicks tell you everything you need to know about what's going on during a specific time period. For example, let's get to the charts. This might be a little confusing for some of you, but follow along. Listen to what I'm saying. This is the 1 hour chart. You see this red candle right here? If you look at it, you might not think it looks like much, right? But here's what I see. The market is like a battle between buyers and sellers. So this candle told me immediately there's going to be a reversal. So buyers and sellers are in a battle here, okay? Sellers won on the 1 hour time frame. That's one factor. Number two, you look at the length of the wicks. On the top, you have sellers pushing price down. On the bottom, you have buyers pushing price up. You have to look at the length. This one here is shorter than this one. And it might not look like much, but on a 1 hour time frame, that means a lot. So this represents 12, noon. This is at noon that the market reversed. So what happened? Buyers came in at 9:30, pushed the market up. Everybody's out the market between 12 and 1. It's kind of like two guys are fighting and they take a break, right? And then they say, okay, at 1 o'clock, we're going to start fighting again. But at 1 o'clock, the other guy brought his squad. He brought his boys with nunchucks and all types of stuff. And these are his boys. Existing home sales fall more than expected in June. That came out when they were on a break. So now they come back. Green team comes back and says, yeah, I'm ready to fight. Oh, shit, you brought your boys. And he got mollywopped. He got his ass whooped. That's what happened. His boys included Netflix and Tesla. Remember this morning I told you there are going to be quarterly reports today. Netflix and Tesla, two very, very big companies, reported lower than expected earnings. So now, all those gains, down. Now, the red team's winning. You know what I mean? Hope that makes sense. Makes sense to me. I'm not leaving that room until that thing is done. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Let's see what we got tomorrow morning. Oh, I forgot tomorrow's Friday. So hard I've been working on you guys' stuff. I totally forgot. Anyways, I have one more video for you guys today. I'll tell you this. It involves a Google Calendar or any type of calendar. Make sure you have a calendar. You're going to map out certain trades for the rest of the year that are guaranteed to hit. Guaranteed to hit. All right. I'm going to show it to you later on. I'm going to back test it for you. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you're somebody that has a 9 to 5 and you don't have time to sit in front of the computer, it's 1 or 2 trades a month where you could just, take your profits and chill. Guaranteed. I'm going to show that to you in a couple hours. Let me get back here, working on the Discord and working on your course. Take care, guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Bye-bye.